Good afternoon, I'm Andy Blake from Yeotown. Today I'm going to be taking you through a kettlebell workout. Just a 10 or 15 minute workout is all you need, quite high intensity. Kettlebell is a really good exercise because it's multi-joint, really functional movements, working lots of different muscle groups and lots of different fitness components. The first exercise, the most common exercise, is just a kettlebell swing. Got a variety of weights available here. It's good to have, even if you've just got 2 kettlebells, so that you can drop a set, so to progressively overload. It's better to keep the technique good rather than sacrifice technique and keep going at heavier weight. So we start at the heaviest weight. This is just a 12. I'm going to start with a kettlebell swing. On the swing, it's a spinal alignment is really key. So it's straight line between your head all the way down to your coccyx, and you're pushing your hips through. Engaging your core. Try not to banana your back too much, but just pushing the hips through. And on the kettlebells, we're working on sets of repetitions of 20 repetitions for each exercise. So you can feel here I'm working my legs, I'm working my core, I'm working my upper body, and I'm working my cardiovascular system and burning fat through the high intensity, through the oxygen debt. So that's a kettlebell swing. When you put the weight down, make sure you come into your heels to protect your lumbar spine. So you don't want to come down here as you've got a perfect technique, okay? So that's a kettlebell swing. So after 20 repetitions, you can either go straight into it, or you can rest. You can do some active recovery rest or active recovery stretching just while you recover. So this is just stretching out the shoulders. This is just a bit of active recovery and mobility. Reaching through your fingertips, heart to the sun. Retracting the scapula, protracting the scapula, curving the spine. And it's small rest periods in this because it's high intensity intervals. So this is a sumo high pull. Into your heels. Again, head and chest stay up, knees stay in line with your ankles, straight line from your head to your coccyx and up to your chin. This is called a sumo high pull. It's another compound exercise, which means you're working lots of different muscle groups. So these exercises are really good for sport because they improve your sports performance, movements which mimic life, and pulling up to your chin. Pushing the hips through again, making sure your knees stay in line with your ankles and your head and chest stay up. Okay, 20 of those, and you can do some active recovery again. Just stretching out your lats that you've been using on that exercise. Push your hips out. Pull on the top hand. And then come to the other side. So it's quite good as your heart rate's recovering to do some active recovery mobility, because obviously increased mobility equals increased range of movement around the joints. So the next exercise that we're going to do is a snatch. This is unilateral, which means you use one arm and then the other. So again, you can choose your weight. Knees come in line with the ankles. Push the hips through and come all the way up. So it's another power exercise. We're going to do 12 on each arm this time. So hand stays close to the body and you push the hips through and come up. and then down, so it's the same foot, and then down to the other side, left foot, 12, all the way through. Okay, that's 12 on each side, the unilateral snatch. So again, choose a weight that you want to use and pushing the hips all the way through. A little bit of active recovery again. This time we're just gonna bring the hands to a triangle behind the back and then just drop the back knee and bring your heart up to the sky. So here you're stretching your hip flexor, which you use quite a lot on the kettlebell swings, and you're also obviously stretching your chest and your upper body through retracting that scapula. As you breathe out, come off of that kneecap, bring the front knee towards the little toe on the front foot. Get a good stretch in the hip flexor. Other side. Heart to the sky, come off of the kneecap, bring your front knee towards the little toe on your front foot. Get a good stretch there in the hip flexor. Good, excellent. The next exercise that you'll do, so you can do these active recoveries in between. Just while you recover, your next exercise is the reverse axeman. So we'll try with a weight this time. So feet together, knees together. You watch the kettlebell the whole time, and here you're working this part of your abdominals, as well as your shoulders and your upper body and your legs. So you eyes watch the kettlebell all the way up. You need 10 each side. This is rotary strength. This is good for any sports where you need strong rotation, surfing, canoeing. Good for that rotary strength. Eyes stay on the kettlebell the whole time. 12 on that side. Straight into 12 on the other, into your heels, come up. Come into your heels. When you put the kettlebell down, just come into your heels again, okay? So that's 12 on each side, working the rotary strength as well as the legs. Active recovery again, just reaching up through your fingertips. This time you're going to forward fold, finish stretching your hamstrings, and then you're going to reach up through your fingertips. So a little bit of active recovery and mobility. Stretching out the lats here, and working the hamstrings here, taking the weight out of your head. Letting your shoulders, taking the tension out of your shoulders and head, then reaching up through your fingertips. Inhale and come up. Okay, good. The next one is a unilateral swing, so it's a swing again, but you're using one arm this time. So you're going to swap hands at the top. 20 again, same technique, but because you're using one arm, different demands on the body. Unilateral contraction, deep core, your QL muscles keep coming through. Push the hips through, straight line, head to coccyx again. Think about pushing your hips through and think about that spinal alignment the whole time, from head all the way down to your coccyx. Push those hips through. Once you've done 20, come into your heels again, head and chest stay up. Active recovery again, this time open your legs, slowly bring your forehead to the floor. Relax, taking all the tension out of your head again. Come all the way up. Your hands are going to come down to your left ankle, shoulders and hips stay up, and then come up. And this is good because this is good practice for the next exercise as well. Just stretching the inner groin here, nice and slow. And when you're ready, the next exercise is a landmine, it's called. So, working our legs, also upper body again. Kettlebell comes down to the ankle, comes all the way up, all the way down. If you haven't got that mobility, you can always just come to your knee. It's better to come to your knee than to come down here, drop your shoulder or your chest. So keep your head and chest up, down, 20. Knee in line with ankle, outside of the back foot pushing into the ground. Straighten that back leg. Okay, 20 of those and relax, good. So, high intensity workout, but short space of time. We're going to come straight onto our backs for this one. So all of these exercises, if done properly, are really good for increasing mobility as well as strength. So can improve your performance in any sport and also reduce your risk of injury. So the functional exercises, hips up into a bridge position in yoga. Arm comes out to the side, pushing the hips up. You're going to push up in line with your chin and come back down. Keep pushing those hips up. Keep pushing up in line with the chin and then come back down. In line with the chin. Hand comes out horizontal, keep pushing those hips up. So 12 on the right leg, arm, and then 12 on the left. Hand horizontal, breathe in to push that lower back into the grass and then come up one vertebra at a time. Palm up, hips up, pushing in, 12. Controlled movements, pushing those hips up. Okay, 12 of those. We're going to finish up with some core exercises with the kettlebells, the last two core exercises. The first one, you pull your hips to the sky. So again, a little bit of mobility in your hamstrings required. Keep your pelvis down. You're going to relax your neck, relax your shoulders, relax your chest. You're going to curl up, press, and come down. Curl up, press, and come down. 20. Keeping your neck relaxed, so you're just curling up from your abdominals, and then you're using your chest to push up and coming down. Okay, that's 20 of those. Hug your knees into your chest to recover, and just bring your knees to the left hand side, look through your right hand, keeping your shoulder blades down, bring your knees to the right hand side, look through your left hand. So that one there is working your rectus abdominals in the six-pack region. This last one is going to work the obliques. This is called the windscreen wiper. Options, like we were just doing, hands up, your knees come to the left, the kettlebell comes to the right. Use your obliques to come slowly back to center and then come to the other side. If you want more, you can straighten your legs. Arms to the right, legs to the left. Come up, working those obliques and transverse abdominals, down to the other side, and then up. Just nice controlled movements. Breathing out as you exert. Okay, so that was just an example of high intensity 15-minute kettlebell routine. A lot of people often use the excuse of time. I haven't got enough time to do a workout. That's less than 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. And you've got a good functional workout working lots of different muscle groups, lots of different joints, lots of different fitness components. So that's a kettlebell workout. If you haven't got a kettlebell, you can use a dumbbell for most of these exercises. Thank you.